Hi everyone, this is Grant at TimeClick here to help you move your TimeClick server in 5 minutes. Yes, the process is that fast from beginning to end if you just follow our guide step by step. So in this video, the first part of the video, I'll show you just how to move your TimeClick server step by step. Pretty simple. The second part of the video, I'll answer common questions to some more unique situations. What if you hit an error? What if your server crashed, etc. So if you're in that if you're in that latter part, scroll down in the blog and you can find answers to your questions there, or you can just go to about the second half of the video and find answers to your questions there. Luckily, you don't need to be super tech savvy for this process. It is very simple. You can do it at any time. And like I said, it should just take about 5 minutes. So before we start, let's go over three things. Number one, this will work for any version of TimeClick that is TimeClick 17 or newer. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25. This will work. There are a few little differences in each that I'll talk about, but this will work fine. Number two, some people say, do I need people to be clocked out before I start this? Or do I need TimeClick to be closed on other computers, like on my client computers? Do they need to be closed before I start this? The answer to both of those is no. Don't even worry about it. Um, you should expect a downtime of 5 to 10 minutes, but that's not bad at all. Some occasionally will say, is there a way for us to get TimeClick set up on the new server without disabling it from the old? And so there's no downtime. And the answer to that is no. Again, this process was designed to literally just take about 5 minutes. So there you go. Uh, Third thing, if you're here because you hit an error on your new TimeClick server, like you already moved it, but you hit an error, go to the second half of the video. I'll talk about that. Or let's say your current server crashed and you're trying to get TimeClick server set up on a new computer and you're hitting errors or something like that. Same thing. Go to the second half of the video or scroll down in the blog and I will answer all those questions there. For now, let's just get into actually moving your TimeClick server in about 5 minutes. We can complete this process. So we'll start on your current TimeClick server computer. This is your computer with the gray icon. Okay. You're gonna open TimeClick, click Help at the top, and then click About TimeClick. This is going to tell you the version you're on. You're going to need to write this down. This will be used later. Now you're going to go into admin mode, go to Utilities, and click Unregister TimeClick and Export Database to begin the process. Some will ask, hey, should I click Backup now before I start this? You can if you want. It's not necessary at all. It's not going to do anything. Clicking Unregister TimeClick and Export Database will create a backup of your data like you're seeing now. So TimeClick has created an unregistered backup of my data and it's asking where I want to save it. I'm going to save it on the desktop, okay? But you can save it wherever you'd like. Just save it in an accessible place because you will need to bring this backup. Here it is, single file. You will need to bring this to your new TimeClick server computer. So you can throw it on a thumb drive, you can throw it on a email to yourself, a shared drive, whatever works best. Last, TimeClick will come up and it'll say, hey, I've been unregistered. Here is your registration code, and it wants you to write it down before you finish the process. Check this, I've saved my code. Now, again, if you're on TimeClick 17, 18, 19, 20, this will look a little bit different. It will give you what's called a transfer key. Same thing, write it down, check the box, click OK. We are all done. At this point, you have your backup, and we are going to uninstall TimeClick from this computer. This is important for reasons I'll mention in a bit. Click the Windows button, type in Control Panel, and click Uninstall a Program. Find TimeClick Server, click Uninstall. And this process generally takes maybe a minute. Do you want to uninstall TimeClick and all of its modules? Click yes. And it'll say, do you want to delete your data? Now, you can do whatever you want here. The program will still be uninstalled. You can click no if you want to be extra safe. It'll just save, it'll create another backup of your data and save it. That's just fine. No, you do have a backup here already. But anyways, I'm just going to click yes, but do whatever you'd like. And from here, it'll probably take about 20 seconds. There you go. Finish that. Okay. So you have finished with step one. You're off your current TimeClick server. So let's assume this is a new server computer. You've brought your backup to the new computer, and we want to get it set up again. So you're going to open a web browser, go to our website. You want to go to timeclick.com/download. Okay. Then you're going to download the server version of TimeClick, but make sure that you're downloading the exact same version you were previously on. Okay. So I was on 21.4.11. Server. Should download pretty fast. Once it's done downloading, just open the download and it'll start to install. There we go. Basic installation. Okay, there we go. So it's installed, and in TimeClick will ask you how you want to start. You want to click Import Data, click Browse, and you're going to select the backup you brought over, the unregistered backup you brought over from the old server. Great. Click Import Database. Awesome. So you'll notice in the back, all my data is there. So your data has successfully come through to the new server. It's just saying TimeClick has been unregistered. Click OK, and it'll pop up asking you to register. Okay, and it'll even give you your code. Now, before we register, if you are on TimeClick 17, 18, 19, or 20, this will look a little bit different. This window will pop up asking you to register, but it'll also give you a number called a serial number. At this point, if you are on any version older than TimeClick 21, you need to take the serial number that you're getting on this new computer, and you need to get the transfer key from your old server, and you need to email them to support@timeclick.com with your company name, your name, and we will email you back a new registration code within 24 hours, but usually we get it back to you within an hour or two, most of the time. Okay, so that's TimeClick 20 and older. If you're TimeClick 21 or newer, all you have to do is just click register. And that's it. That's it. If this is still popping up, you can exit out of it. If this pops up again, just exit out of it. You're fine. And you'll see TimeClick here is registered. You can close out of it, reopen it if you just want to be sure. But All your data's here, your employees' data's here, everything. You are registered, good to go. So that is the whole process of moving your TimeClick server over. That took about 5, maybe 6 minutes. Super simple process. So we're going to enter the last part of the video here where I'm just going to answer questions to some common answer or provide answers to some common questions that we get from some of our users. So the first question is this: how do I point my TimeClick clients, if you have clients, to the new server? Okay, cool answer here. You've actually already done that. That was part of the process. When you uninstalled TimeClick from the old server, the clients immediately began looking for the next available server. And as soon as you installed it on the new computer, your clients immediately found it and connected to that one. So that's why it is important to uninstall it from the old server. You have to do that. And it'll force your clients to just find the new server and connect to it automatically. Now, sometimes, depending on your firewall, if you open your client, they may ask for an IP address. Okay. If that's the case, just go to your TimeClick server, click connection at the top. There's your IP. You just give that to the clients, bam, they'll connect, and you are good to go. Okay. Second question: what if you're hitting an error 912 in this process? That is a common error we see. That can mean one of two things. Number one, you brought a backup over from your old computer, but it was not an unregistered backup. Okay, you have to unregister the program and use that backup. Okay, so you just backed it up, you imported it on the new server, error 912. The easiest way to fix that is, if you still have access to your old server, just uninstall TimeClick here from the new. Just uninstall it, delete the data if it asks, and just start over from scratch, right? Go back to the beginning of the video, start over. It'll take you 5 minutes and you should be just fine. The second scenario with that is maybe your old server crashed. So we see this all the time. Maybe your old server crashed, maybe it died, something like that. And you're just trying to get TimeClick server set up on a new computer so you can get going, etc. Totally understandable. We get it. You will just hit some errors in that setup. Okay, so let's say you did get a backup off your old server in that case and you were able to bring it over, or maybe maybe you even copied your old hard drive and just pasted it on the new server and installed TimeClick, etc. That'll, that can work fine. We have no problem with that, but you'll just hit an error 912 often. So in that scenario, if you hit an error 912, like I said, number one, if you still have the old server, just uninstall from the new and start the process all over from scratch. Okay. If you no longer have access to your old server, you're on the new and you're just trying to get past this error, you need to call us or chat into our website, and we will have to remote onto your new server, and it'll just take a couple minutes to fix. Super simple. So you can call us at 435-753-4102 extension 2. That info is at the bottom of the blog as well. You can also just click start a chat at the bottom right of our website. That'll work fine too. Another question that we can see around this move that's not as common, but maybe one of the last scenarios we'll hit is, what if you moved your TimeClick server, everything was going fine, but you installed TimeClick on the new server and you hit an error? Okay, like just during installation. In that scenario, try just uninstalling TimeClick and reinstalling it. See if that works. If that doesn't work, there could just be something else going on. Maybe it's a security thing. That's rare, but it can happen. And if that is happening, I would start a chat with a rep, or just call us or email us with the contact info I've provided throughout the video, which is also at the bottom of the blog. And we will totally help you get TimeClick set up on the new server. and get it back up and get running.